guys, Kcats here. We are here to explain the rules of Selfish. Selfish is one of the games that's pretty simple to understand. They have a rule book right here, but for those that don't know about this game and would like to know about the rules without having to read them, you could just watch this video and cut to the parts that you want and you do not want. Anyways, Selfish is about a game where you and a group of friends are stuck in space. Your main goal is to reach this ship right here and find your victory. However, you're on limited oxygen supplies. So, when you load up Tabletop Simulator for this board game, there will be a setup button right here. Once you and all your friends are here, you could press the setup and it will automatically pair you up with all the items that you need. And yep. So this game is a 5-player game, as you can see there. Alrighty, so basically your entire goal. Okay, let's see. Let's do the font increase. What? Bam. Alright. So there's 3 phases in this game. Phase 1 would be to draw a card. Phase 2 would be your action cards, if you have any. Phase 3 would be O2, breathe, /travel. Alrighty, so I will demonstrate the 3 phases. You draw a card from here. Well, bam, that's 1. And then you have your action cards. If you have any action cards, like these, you can use them. So all of these are action cards that are listed in this game. I'll go over it later. Okay, action cards. And this is the O2, breathe. Every turn that you end with would require 1 breathing, unless you use 2 oxygen. 2 oxygen will allow you to travel 1 space up, and then breathe as well. Game discards go right here, and you get your space cards from over here. Cosmic radiation. You are hit by deadly cosmic rays, slowly boiling your insides. Discard 1 oxygen to make it through. So, as the game would say, you have to discard 1 oxygen. And that would be the end of your phase. Now, regarding to the action cards here, action cards, you could just play as much actions as you want. And then, yep. After you have completed, you can play as many more action cards as you want. So I have 2 action cards. I could straight up use 2 action cards to deal to my opponents. I'll start going over the action cards that we have available here. We have the Rocket Booster, which move for 1 space, mock the other players for their lack of jet propulsion. Tether, make a mockery of the laws of physics, move yourself for 1 space and pull another player back 1 space. Tractor Beam, take a card from another player without seeing their hand, then float away inconspicuously. Hole in Suit, make 1 player lose oxygen. Shield is a reactionary card, so if anyone tries to attack you with an action card, you could use the shield to block it. Laser Blast, you blast a player back a space. Oxygen Siphon, you steal 2 oxygen from another player. And then you have Hack Suit, which is look at another player's hand and take a card of your choice. Alright, so in order to use Tractor Beam and Hack Suit, Tractor Beam is a random card. So what you would do here is that this random player, let's say we're using Tractor Beam right here without seeing their hand, it is currently flipped. Like, we want their decks flipped. Oh. When you're pulling, so then the other players will not see what it is. There we go. That's Tractor Beam. And now this is Hack Suit. So look at another player's hand and take a card of your choice. So in tabletops, a simpler fashion would be that you flip your own hand, put it to the side, and then pull the enemy's hand after they flip their cards. And you push it over here. There we go. And then you can just choose one of the followings, put that here, and then give it back. They'll have to organize their own cards. It's fine. Alrighty. Since that's out of the way, another thing that you could do at the very end of your turn is to exchange these 2 oxygen cards for 2 oxygen in here. So let's say there's 2 oxygen in here. You could say like, oh, I want to exchange these 2 for 2 single oxygen. Place it there. So you could breathe a lot longer. And ready. The objective of this game is to reach to here. This point right here. This line right here. With 1 oxygen. You need to have 1 O2 left in hand. When you run out of O2 in hand, you die immediately. That's basically it. There's no coming back. And yeah, you will die, and then you will flip your hand figure, and it'll say game over. Now, pretty sure everything else is self-explanatory, but I'll explain it as usual. So let's say we are this player, and then you have an opponent that's over here. You use tether. You pull yourself forward 1 space and pull another player back 1 space. So that would be a space discard, and then you'll be pulled back. You get a card, and you get useful junk. You pick up 1 game card. Well, bam. Now there are some cards in space that will prevent you from using any action cards, including reaction cards. So let's search for that. Solar Flare. Solar Flare is one of the things that will mess up a player. So if a player is in front of this card, they will not be able to play any action while this card is directly behind you. So they will not be able to react to anyone else's cards or do anything for their action phase. And they have to try and immediately get out of it or switch places with someone if possible. Alrighty. So the objective of this game is that everyone reaches here. Some people like to play it like whoever's left alive. Some people like to play it whoever reaches the ship alive wins. If no one does, everyone loses. Okay. So, yeah, we basically answered most of it. There is still another thing, is that if you are running out of oxygen, let's say I have 2 oxygen left and I don't want to use my last oxygen, I could spend 2 action cards to represent my breathing for that turn. However, doing this so you'll tell everyone that you're running out of oxygen. And we'll see how you guys want to play it. Anyways, this is a little introduction to this game. And hope you guys enjoy it if you plan to play it with your friends and families on this tabletop simulator. I'll catch you all later. Ciao.